from minus 0.5 to 0. Seems like some of my other videos were looking a little dark, so in certain situations. So I switched it back to 0. I heard on the internet that it was better at 0.5, minus 0.5. So I just want to see what the difference is. They could be right. Back here is a pretty good test for the camera because it's got a lot of light and dark contrast. Especially in the sunlight. It's got to be messing with the camera. The good news is there should not be any problem whatsoever overheating at 2K, 60 frames per second. So as usual, we're traveling right now from 106th Street to 111th Street on the Monon. So another thing that's going on today is I don't have the aluminum camera mount on here because it doesn't fit. The Max Lens doesn't fit with that. Because the Max Lens is quite a bit bigger than the original lens. It sticks out and it's a little wider. So, I'm watching the stability of this. Because I've been saying all along, the stability with that aluminum case is scary. I already broke one mount with it. But just looking at the camera, it definitely is a lot more stable. It does not shake around nearly as much, which makes sense because that aluminum housing is heavy. And it sticks up quite a bit because it's got a compartment underneath it for the microphone mod that comes out of the GoPro. So, you know, when you're running over bumps and stuff, it's flopping around all over the place. Excuse me. Really beautiful day out here today. Interested to see how the construction is coming along up here in Carmel. It would be great if they'd open up the bridge under Carmel Drive or whatever that is up there. And my power amp which is my music software, keeps going back to Seether for some reason. Trying to play all songs by Megadeth. It played one song by Megadeth and now it's on Seether again. I love Seether. But that's not all I want to listen to. So I'm gonna have to stop up here and fix that. Like I say, I love Seether. They're one of my preferred bands. But yeah, I've been listening to them a lot because my power amp has been stuck on Seether. I don't understand it. That'd be a pretty good workout without pedal assist. Yeah, just looking at the camera, it is rock solid on this mount. So it just may be a better idea to leave the aluminum camera housing off completely. Because, that guy looked confused, because it's heavy. And it's bouncing around a lot, and I think it broke that last mount for that reason. Gotta be careful out here. People walking around. You're moving faster than they are, so be cool. Yeah, we're not open down here yet. We'll go down there and see how it's coming along. At least this part's open, it looked like. So that's an improvement over the last time I was here. Yeah, so the bridge is not going to be open yet. So that's a bummer. I'm just going to go ahead and turn around here, because I don't feel like going back that way. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm a lot more comfortable with the way this camera acts mounted directly. It's a lot messier. I mean, I've got the microphone cable hanging down. Got the battery door open. I'll have to buy a battery door. It's got a slot for the USB cable. But as far as the mount and my level of comfort with the amount of movement that's going on with it, I'm good. This is working great. That's the good thing about hills, is you get to go down them. Ideally. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stop and fix this the song selection. I don't want to get sick of either. Yeah, just mounting the camera by itself is a huge improvement. Which is a bummer, because that case, that enclosure is really nice because it protects the camera. It's all aluminum. But it does raise it up and it's heavy. So I guess that's a problem. Mounts just weren't built for that. I dropped the camera because of it once already. And I don't want to do that again. Luckily it was inside that aluminum enclosure, so the enclosure got a little banged up. The camera's fine. It's a GoPro. Looks like fun. Dangerous, but fun. Yeah, let me find some shade here and I'll fix my music selection. Let's take a little ride around the park here. It's nice back here. See how this fancy new lens likes that over there. Should be quite a bit wider. And here's a little shady spot for me. So yeah, let me stop here real quick. Give you a little shot of that while I'm fixing this. Okay. I think it's fixed. We'll see. It is pretty out here, ain't it? Yes, sir. There's some people fishing. I wonder what they're catching in there. Catfish, maybe? Imagine there might be some carp. Carpe diem. I'm gonna take a ride along the trail there real quick. There's a little there's a trail back to a little garden back here. Take a ride through there. Nice and cool back there. Be a good test for the camera. So this is the gardens. I forget what the actual name is. I should have read it on the sign when I rode past it just there. But yeah, the garden. A little bit of mountain bike-like action back here. I'm going to stop up here when we get to the garden and change the position of my microphone a little bit. That'll be a test for me. Yeah, so this is the Woodland Gardens. I'm going to change this microphone position from directly under my mouth to over to the side a little bit. See how that sounds. I don't know if you'll be able to notice the difference. It's done now. Just going to keep following this back till I pop back out on the trail. Kind of a nice little diversion. And we're back to the trail. Wouldn't really call that off-roading. I mean, we're off the trail. That was nice though. I like that. Nice and shady back there. Beautiful day, beautiful. Now that I got my music straightened out, I'm listening to, you might have heard me say it earlier, Megadeth, all their songs on random. Right now we're listening to Mechanics from Megadeth's first album, Killing Is My Business, and Business is Good. And actually, if you're a Metallica fan, well, if you're a Metallica fan, you should know this. But Mechanics is the same song, virtually, as the Four Horsemen. Dave Mustaine wrote the song, as I understand it, and asked them, Metallica, not to use it after they kicked him out of the band. I'm not going to go into all that right now. But yeah, so Dave put it on his own album. It's a lot faster, a lot heavier. The lyrics are better. Recording itself does not sound all that great. But then again, neither does Kill 'Em All from Metallica, which is what the Four Horsemen ended up being on. So yeah, a little interesting Metallica / Megadeth history for you there. Megadeth, one of my favorite bands. Metallica, also one of my favorite bands. Now we're listening to The Conjuring off of Peace Sells, but who's buying? Just, Peace Sells. I got a special place in my heart for Peace Sells. It's hard to say if that's their best album or not, because Countdown to Extinction is also freaking awesome. And there's an argument there that can be made that Peace Sells, or that Countdown to Extinction is a better album than Peace Sells. Certainly it made him more money, no doubt about that. It's just a really tough call for me. I love Peace Sells so much. I really do. But Countdown to Extinction is a freaking masterpiece. I guess for me, Peace Sells captures Megadeth at a certain point in their history, I suppose. There were a lot more, just earlier in the history when they were at the height of their craziness, I suppose. It's hard to explain. Dave was still really, really angry, and it came through in the music. You know, he focused his musical talents on that anger, and that's a powerful thing.
Hi.
And you know, I guess he's still pretty angry for Countdown to Extinction too, but that is a much more polished piece of work. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Countdown to Extinction is, as far as I'm concerned, the epitome of excellent recordings for Megadeth. Just very highly polished. It's just an excellent piece of work. I don't know why I keep going on about Megadeth, because that's what I'm listening to. So we're at about half an hour now in the ride. 6 miles, pretty casual for sure. Probably go to the other side of the park here in a minute. Just to get some more footage. There's another back trail back there as well. Sitting at about 77% now on the battery of the bike, I should say. Need to be more specific. Man, you're not going to believe this, but I think that I may be back on Seether now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna stop and take a look here. This is killing me, man. Going here in the shade. I mean, come on, I like Seether, but give me a break on this, will ya? Take a look at this. All right, so I put it on all songs. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. There we go. Piece of cake, right? Oh, curb. Glad I saw that. I don't really want to break the cameraman if I don't have to. Let's get out of here. Head's itchy. If you see my shadow, that's what I'm doing, itching my head. So yeah, let's just take a ride onto the other side of the park now. Go around that way. You know, I'd go into Carmel and all that, but I'm just really here to test out this lens. So far, so good, I believe. Yep, camera's still going. 34 minutes in. Interested to see how this video is going to turn out. It's nice back here. We're gonna go back on this trail real quick. Should have gone in right there probably. Maybe on the way back. Okay, 2 songs in a row that are not Seether. Nice. This one is a blast from the past, of course. Metal Church. Start the Fire. One of my favorite 80s metal bands from the day. Believe it or not, there was a time when heavy metal was the most popular kind of music there was by far. You'd go into the record store and the 60% of the store would be heavy metal. Probably from about, I don't know, early 80s to the early 90s. And then along came grunge. And then the corporations came along and sucked the life out of everything. Of course, to be fair, they had done that when heavy metal was popular too. That's why heavy metal died, because the corporations killed it. Just like they did with grunge. And every other genre that came before that. But the good news is we still have plenty to listen to. Once you put it on tape, it's there forever. All right, going west on 116th street now. Gonna go in the dog park here real quick, turn around. Or I suppose I could just go up here and jump on the Monon again, huh? Yeah, let's do that. I don't think we filmed this part of the ride yet. This is not the Monon Trail. This is just the sidewalk. Or the walkway, whatever. I thought this was the Monon Bridge, but this is actually Stony Creek going under this bridge. Monon Bridge is up a little bit further. I could probably get quite a way on this walkway if I wanted to. I don't. Yep, so where you see these brick pillars up here, that's where the Monon Tunnel is that we went through earlier. I think we're listening to Night Ranger now. It's a song I've heard before, but I don't recognize it by name. We got about 8 miles in right now. Wonder if I should take a ride down to 86th Street. Just for the heck of it. And here's the entrance to Carmel Clay Parks again. Central Park, where we just came from. This actually might be a Loverboy when I say jump. Kind of sounds like that guy. Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock. I probably ought to just get home, because the wife will be getting off work at 7. I don't really feel like getting all sweaty. I'm good for right now. It feels good out here. Just a little. Moist. Okay, so that's going to just about do it for today. Be interested to see what this footage is going to look like. Hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to you later. Peace.